Today we go over the ending of Star Wars The Last Jedi. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So as you all know, director and writer Rian Johnson has been explaining a lot of the scenes, decisions, and characters in The Last Jedi recently. And just before, on the Empire podcast, he actually went on to discuss the ending of the movie and what the process was really like. So this is what director and writer Rian Johnson had to say. So Rian states, "That was something I really stuck to, and believe me, we went back and forth in the editing room. In the script, when I wrote that scene in the Falcon, I wrote the words, 'This seems like the perfect image to end on,'" Johnson reveals. "To me, it was really important to have that final scene because it turns what Luke did from an act that saves 20 people into an act that inspires the galaxy. The notion that what we are setting up here is something big in the next chapter. And when Leia says we have everything we need, she's talking about everyone on the Falcon, but also about what we see next, which is we now have a galaxy that has seen this beacon of hope and is getting inspired to fight the good fight." Now, when we're looking at Star Wars The Last Jedi, how there's very little members of the Resistance left on the Millennium Falcon, it really does make one wonder, as Ray said, how do we build a rebellion from this? Now, Leia does say we have everything we need, and according to Rian Johnson, this is, of course, relating to all of the people on board and how the beacon of hope is spreading throughout the whole entire galaxy. Now, if you did listen carefully in the movie, you will hear that General Leia has a lot of allies in the Outer Rim. And I believe that come Star Wars Episode 9, or in between The Last Jedi and Episode 9, they will have actually reached out to General Leia's allies in the Outer Rim, rebuilding this rebellion, supplies, ships, medical frigates, etc. I think that they're going to go all out come Episode 9, the last film in the Star Wars mythology movies. As far as we know, they're not going to do an actual episode 10, 11, and 12. According to Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm, and even, of course, Disney, their whole entire plan, if they even wanted to do a 10, 11, and 12, they said it all has to do with how Star Wars Episode 9 actually ends, how it actually all goes along with it. So I think that the fact that they are now doing a Rian Johnson trilogy really does raise a lot of questions. Does that mean in and on itself that we won't get a 10, 11, and 12, of course, taking place after the sequel trilogy? Now, what I would like to see is if they were to do a 10, 11, and 12, I think that they should do something pre-prequel trilogy era, like before the times of the prequel trilogy. That should be something very, very interesting for sure. But overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.